guys, so different kind of video today. Gonna be doing more of a change the battery pack. Gonna be doing this a little bit of a vlog style today. Just have a sit down, chat about my book and what's going on, where I'm at with the process. I am still working on the draft that I talked about my last video. It's like my 5th or 6th draft. It's basically the one that I'm working on after my printed out version of it. Anyways, I'm about halfway through. Nothing too bad has stood out so far. I'm trying this thing. I've never done it before and it's kind of working. It's kind of different. Basically, I read through a chapter myself, just look at flow, try to get through it as quickly as possible. Look at like concepts and things like that, nothing too nitpicky, and then I go back and I'm using Word's text-to-speech tool thing, I guess it is. Basically what you do is you highlight a section of text and then you press the little play button and then this man's voice talks what you highlighted. And I mean, it's really kind of like hold on, I'll show you. He pauses at punctuation and stuff, but like I don't even know what you'll see what I'm talking about in a second, but some punctuation he doesn't see. I mainly just use it because misspelling words or adding in an extra letter here or there, it's a lot easier to catch if I'm hearing it and following along versus just reading it out loud or with my eyes, just because, you know, I'm so used to it and I don't catch the little things as easily as like a robot voice does. So I'm gonna play something.
Leave what be. He points to the bird with a fat finger. This. He raises a foot to kick the bird or stomp it in and I come forward. Before he can knock me away I shove him by his face, his bruised eye warm on my hand.
So like you can see the upside of having this strange thing read it out loud. It's definitely, he has no, you know, character in his voice, so everything he reads is monotone, and as you saw, the dashes or whatever you call them, he just doesn't recognize them for some reason. Like he just thinks it's like 2 words. I don't know, it's weird, but it is really helpful. I found just looking for grammar mistakes, and sometimes even like when I hear something it just doesn't sound right, it sounds awkward, and so I can go in and fix it, and that's really nice. So I've just been feeling like this is going kind of slow. It's not rough going, but it's just like I've been dragging my feet, and I know I can blame some of it on the past 2 weeks have been really strange. I don't know, August has been a very strange month for me. We've had family over, I've been traveling, I've already traveled twice to the same state and beyond in this month, and we just have like some crazy just things going on. It's really hectic, and you know, even every once in a while I'll still try and find time to edit, but when I do, it's like I'm just not totally into it. And because of that, because I haven't been as into it as I normally am, you know, self-doubt has just been like creeping. And sorry, I just have to like fiddle with something. But yeah, I just feel like the self-doubt has just been like trickling in a little bit. I don't know, because you know sometimes you just read things and nothing sounds right and you're like, this is garbage. Like, I've been feeling that with some things, and other things I'm like, okay, this is fine, but it's either like, this is garbage, or okay, this is fine. You know, I haven't been feeling like this is amazing like I normally do. Like every, you know, once in a while, you know, you read something really good and you're like, wow, this is perfect, this is great. I haven't been really feeling that lately, and I think it's just because, you know, I'm a routine type of person. Like I like having a schedule, a routine, and then when I deviate off of that, like it's not the end of the world, but it's just, it's so hard for me to get back into a routine once I've deviated, and the whole month of August has just been one big deviation off of my routine, and now I'm trying to like get back into something, but it's just slow going. And I mean, editing my book has been the one thing that's always been a constant factor this year, and when I get out of it, it's just like, I don't know, it's just so hard to get back into it and just get like really super excited. I don't know. Bright side is, though, I have been visiting family this month, which is nice, getting out doing summery things instead of being locked in my house on my computer. Another bright side is everybody I've been talking to about my book have been really excited about it. See, something you don't know about me, I hardly ever finish anything. Like in the past, I've always, written stories, and I have tons of stories and drafts and stuff like that, but, oh god, I hate when it does that. Sorry. What chapter was I on? Okay. Sometimes, like, your mouse just, like, does a little loady thing, and it's like, okay, what are you doing? I didn't ask you to do anything. Anyways, so, yeah, so I hardly ever finish anything. And, stories I send off to my family members or what have you, like, they get all hyped for it, and then when they're like, okay, where's the rest? And I'm just like, oh, I've started something new, I'm just not doing that anymore. And they get really upset with me. But this time, when I tell them, I was like, oh yeah, well, it's actually done. And they're like, what? And I'm like, it's done, I just have to edit it, and then you can read it. And they're just getting really hyped for it, and I don't want to let them down. And, by them getting excited for it, it's getting me excited for it. Like, I am excited for it. It's just, I'm at this weird point in the process where I just don't know. Like, it's weird. I don't know. It's like some odd rut. It's definitely this month. I don't know if it's probably the eclipse. You know what? I'm just going to blame it on the eclipse that's going to happen. After that is over, then everything will be fine. It has to be. But I am chugging along with this draft, and I'm confident that this draft is probably my second to last. I definitely want to go through it again and tighten up some things, but as far as concepts go, as far as inconsistencies go, as far as like typos go, this one should be pretty spotless. There's just some words and things I want to double check on, and just some little small facts I've overlooked and things I want to research further, I think. But I'm still planning on this thing being out probably at this point autumn. I know for a while I was saying late summer, but I feel like this is late summer, unless September is late summer. I don't know. I guess it depends whenever it stops being like 200 degrees outside. I'll consider it late summer. But we're going to still shoot in late summer, early autumn, maybe even mid-autumn, just to give me some time. I really do want to put a deadline on this thing. I haven't in the past. I've never really given myself deadlines. I said, oh, about this time, about that time. And for the most part, I stick to it. But also, now that it's coming down to like the end, I don't want to put it off. I don't want to be like scared to let it go or scared to finish it or anything. And I don't want my own mind to be like, okay, you are not ready. I want to be ready. So that's coming. I think after this draft, I will have a very clearer understanding of everything. So also, I am working on a book cover, and maybe I'll just show you. So this is, it's definitely not the final thing. I'm trying to I think it might change a little bit, or it might stay relatively the same. This is just kind of like a mock-up, trying to figure out my colors, trying to figure out, things in the front, or not things, but images, I guess. I don't want it to be crazy, and I'm trying to get, like, the fonts worked out and everything, so I'll give you a little sneaky peek. Sorry, this is, like, crap on this camera and, like, the screen, but this is roughly about what I'm going for right now. That being said, I have sort of mocked up this cover like a million times, and each time has been completely different, so this could just be totally different than the cover that will be on the actual book. So yeah, just wanted to give an update, just letting you know where I am at this point with my book. I did make a little text post about it on my blog, which I don't normally do, but I just felt the need. I don't know, I just feel the need to update you guys, because the last thing you heard about this book was me telling you about it, all about my book. So just wanted to keep you up to date with the process and where I'm at. And also, feel free, if you want me to talk about anything, if you want me to explain anything, feel free to let me know, like ask me questions or whatever. I'm always open to ideas. So yeah, don't forget to follow my blog for pretty pictures, updates on Thick as Blood, and little pieces of writing advice and tips. Thank you for watching, and good luck on your endeavors.